type of welcome which befits a team playing their last home match of the season with the Championship in their sights after a gap of 71 years. One of the reasons why Villa have been so stable this season is that 7 of those players have been ever present. The team is unchanged today, and one of the reasons why they've not got carried away with themselves is that there isn't a single player in that team who has had as much as 90 minutes full international football. Middlesbrough, though, have been a bogey side to Villa, having won here for the last 3 years. Their season has been throttled by the departure of Johnston and the injuries to Hodgson and Natras, but today they welcome back Craggs, Ashcroft and Jankovic and give 18-year-old Scot Colin Ross his 3rd game in midfield at number 4. Ron Saunders was made manager of the year when he brought Villa out of the 2nd division in 1975. 18 months ago he was almost ousted in a boardroom upheaval. He lost 4 first-team players in a few months, yet he's led this famous club to within 3 points of winning the hardest league in the world. No wonder the fans are so pleased to see him. This afternoon is Mike Dimbleby from Stevenage. The referee today, Michael Dimbleby from Stevenage. Referee Mike Dimbleby from Stevenage. There's been plenty of rain on this pitch, but the plastic sheeting which Villa used to cover it has done its job. It was removed about 15 minutes before the players came out. And it's Villa in the white shorts playing from the left. Tony Morley out on the left wing. Just beaten by the pace of the ball, but here's Gibson. Here's Gary Shaw. Gibson stood in the attack. That's his cross. Yankovic with Evans. Swain covering for Villa. In the way McAndrew. There's Cowans. Morley. Nice turning by him. Shaw. Morley goes again. Peter Wills making his way into the centre, and Des Bremner's getting well forward. That's Morley's cross behind with. Bremner couldn't reach it either. But the wing play this season on the Villa left of Tony Morley has been such a vital part of their build-up. Aston Villa, Mortimer foul. Morley is so quick and so direct. Alan Evans has made his way forward for the kick. And here he is with the header. And Jim Platt looked to go down late, but he got the ball away from Alan Evans, who in the last 2 seasons has scored 16 goals, and so many have been from set pieces like that. Evans is there again, so was Platt. That's Gibson, half away by Ross. Here's Mortimer, on by Bremner. Little touch for width. McAndrew puts it back. Here's Armstrong. Bremner. Yankovic. Aston Villa beaten at home twice this season by Everton and Ipswich. But Middlesbrough with this unusually good record at Villa Park. Here's Yankovic. Cowans. There's Morley. He's got width inside him. Oh, he's away. Now, Wim's pulling away now from the defender. Morley's ball in, and the defender, Bailey, was in the way. Morley would have hoped that he got the ball to width, but he never quite reached him, and now it's a free kick the other way. But 2 openings already for Aston Villa, created on the left wing. On by Proctor. Then it's Shearer up with Evans, whose overhead kick that was. Cochrane. Yankovic. Cowans. With Ashcroft. Cowans backing up the Villa with Mortimer. Gibson. Cowans. So Cochrane to Armstrong. Bremner. Morley again on the left. He's giving Cracks a difficult opening 10 minutes here. There are 4 in the centre for Villa. He's away again. And that's Shaw. And here's width. And Aston Villa are really asking Middlesbrough what they're going to do about Tony Morley. Proctor. Craggs. Armstrong well forward and in a good position here, and he's chipped it through for Shearer, and Bremner got the ball away. An awkward position there as he acknowledges. Shaw. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Gareth Shaw. 3 up with him. Just a bit too far ahead of Mortimer though. It's found Bremner. Mortimer with Bremner. Good build-up by Aston Villa. Shaw in there again. And it was Colin Ross. But here's Gibson. And now Shaw. Well, there's an urgency and a lightness of touch about Aston Villa, epitomised by Gary Shaw. That was Jankovic. Here's Swain. Long ball for width. Aiming it at Shaw, just tucked to one side and cleared by McAndrew. McNaught, Gibson. There's Bailey. To width. Out on the wing is Morley. What about that for a ball inside the fullback? Morley's got it. Shaw on the end of it. But Peter Wood's magnificent crossfield ball feeding this source of supply on the Villa left flank. Tony Morley. Miscue by Gibson. This is Mortimer. But to be fair to Villa, they've begun very confidently here. Maybe I've spoken too soon. That's a mistake initially by Cowans, so here's Shearer. Run back by Swain to Mortimer. Shaw. Cowans. Gibson. The empty terracing there behind the right-hand goal, it's often where the visiting fans are housed, but the brave souls who made the trip from Middlesbrough are in fact nearer this side of the ground today, at the same end though. Gibson. Shaw. Evans. Ross. Evans. Lofted up for Gary Shaw. It's McAndrew. Here's Mortimer. And now Witt. John Craggs. But only as far as Gibson, and he's found width and comes through for a return, and a good stop by Platt, who then dives at the feet of Gary Shaw. But Colin Gibson, the left back, came through very intelligently there, having played the first ball, to go on and look for his first goal of the season. Ross. McNaught. Cochrane, socks rolled down already. Typical of him. He's found Jankovic. Pulled too far across though by the Yugoslav forward. Rain still coming down fairly heavily at Villa Park. The fans braving the Holt Terrace away to our left there, some with umbrellas. But it's a big day for them. That was Armstrong. And now Shearer. Jankovic. Cochrane. Proctor. That's the hustle and bustle of the Villa midfield, typified there by Gordon Cowans. This is Bremner. He'll get a free kick. So Evans has made his way forward again. He's got his armour in the inside left position. And here he comes onto the end of it, away by Ashcroft, and then Armstrong. Cowans. Gibson. Free kick. Gibson fouled by Ross. Here's Swain. With coming in under that Ashcroft's header out. Here's Swain. Evans is still well forward. So is Morley there. Here's Evans. With good stop by Jim Platt. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper, voted player of the year this season in the North East by the football writers up there. And Peter With doesn't know how that one stayed out. Really good turn by With, a snapshot, and brilliantly saved. With Gibson. Morley. Handball. Minutes gone, and already Aston Villa have forced two good saves from the Middlesbrough goalkeeper. And I should think Jimmy Rimmer there would have admired the way that his opposite number kept that last one out. Bailey. McNaught. Armstrong. Proctor. Out on the right, Terry Cochrane. Scott Craggs in support. And so too the other fullback, Bailey here. Armstrong. Bailey. Tackle is by Bremner. Put in again by Armstrong. Jankovic. Shearer. Going away from the goal. From David Shearer. Ross. Wilkes header. Morley swung at that rather. Proctor. And Ashcroft. It's a good ball, but not well controlled on this sticky surface now. Ross, Mortimer. There's Evans. One for Morley to chase. There's Proctor. To win this home match, if all the permutations work out the way people expect, would have been glad of an early goal here. They haven't got one up to now, but they've made chances. Question is, can they make another one and put it away? Here's Shaw. With Shaw again. Mortimer. Cowans. Morley won it back. And Wood was knocked over on the edge of the area by Proctor. Nothing given. Evans. Cracks. Good tackle by Colin Gibson there, but 3 Villa players taken out of the game with one pass, and here's Cochrane. 3 Middlesbrough forwards are up with him. Shearer, Armstrong and Jankovic. Still Cochrane. Away by Swain, only as far as Proctor. And in that flurry, Ken McNaught got a knock. Typical of Jimmy Brimmer's dedication, that while his injury is being attended to, he's having a little bit of handling practice with Kenny Swain. Absolute arch professional, the Villa goalkeeper. Minutes gone, Aston Villa 0, Middlesbrough 0, and the Villa Park crowd anxiously urging Aston Villa on. Long ball from Bailey, in the way McNaught. Now Evans. Peter With just getting in front of Ashcroft. Gibson, and look where With is now. He's made about 40 yards across the field and put Mortimer in here. And With's now in the centre, coming in, away by McAndrew. Evans with Shearer. And a throw to Middlesbrough. Well, you really wouldn't think it was the end of April and the climax of the season. If you look at the weather, it's like a dark November day here. Pitch heavy, rain coming down. The vagaries of the English climate, always a factor in this long, arduous championship race. Appeals for handball against Jankovic. The referee said play on. Miscue by Evans. Cover coming in behind him from Swain. Andrew. That's aimed towards Jankovic. There's Ashcroft. Here's Brendan. Bags in the way, but he gave it to Morley and then fouled him. Morley with the quick free kick, which the referee is not very happy about. And we're halfway through the first half here. Evans gets up, there's width. Here's Evans, Shaw! Gary Shaw! 23 minutes gone, Aston Villa take the lead, and Gary Shaw scores his 20th goal of the season. He's level now with Peter With, but typically With helped in the build-up. The free kick to the far post, Evans got a touch, With caused confusion, and Shaw in that split second is deadly, and so he proved. And that brings Villa Park to a crescendo. Shearer, foul by McNaught. So 1-0 to the side chasing the championship. Flags for Middlesbrough. Oh, the deflection on that, but I think it was off his own player. Goal kick. With Ashcroft, but With relishing that kind of confrontation. He's playing against one of his own type there. He used to be a centre forward anyway, Billy Ashcroft. Jankovic to Bailey. Jankovic. Well, he's turned his man nicely there, but Mortimer is lying in wait. Back by Ashcroft. Swain for Aston Villa. Mortimer trying to turn. As ever, the target is With. And the touch again finds Shaw. Ross and Mortimer, what a good tackle there. Morley against Craggs again. Good professional is John Craggs, and Tony Morley will give him quite a rough ride, but Craggs has been around and he'll concentrate and try and keep Middlesbrough in the game. Tony McAndrew for Middlesbrough. Now Bailey. Ball was out. A little bit of humour between Peter With and the linesman. There's With. Oh, Bremner, the man in support, was just beaten by Jankovic. This is Proctor. And now Bailey. It's found Armstrong. And now Cochrane. But Morley on this left side, picking it up for Aston Villa. Gibson's made a run down the left wing. This is Cowans. Evans. With is calling again. What a good ball by Evans to With, and McAndrew away, with Middlesbrough experiencing some discomfort every time Evans and With up front get in the danger area. Morley. Oh, well played by Morley. That's floated a bit, and it's behind. But when Peter With's in this mood, and he's such an optimist with his game at the moment, he's enjoying his football so much and contributing so much to other players in the team, that it really has been for him a quite outstanding year. Villa supporters will be keeping their eye this afternoon on the club's electric scoreboard, which at the moment gives the score from here, but they'll be hoping for news from Ipswich later. The situation being that if Villa were to take one more point today than Ipswich do today, then it would be all over anyway. Ross. Proctor. Middlesbrough have got plenty of players forward here. This is Shearer. Jankovic. Water in the way. Morley. Gibson. In for With. This time Ashcroft beating. Cowans. Bremner. Evans. Spragg's tackle. And there's Cowans. And there's With. Jankovic, Cochrane. Oh, Des Bremner interceding. The two front men going different ways. Morley wide on the left. In for Shaw, little back heel to With the turn and shot. And if you want encapsuled the way Aston Villa play, you just have to look again at that attack. Des Bremner won the ball in the middle of the field. A good interception. He put Tony Morley away on the left. The strikers found their space, Morley crossed, Shaw just flicked it back, and With had the final shot. That's Aston Villa in a nutshell. kick to Middlesbrough. Bremner, and back by McAndrew, offside against Jankovic, who was coming out. That was on by With, and the crowd oohing because Shaw was nearly in. He might be now. Here's Shaw. Tackled by McAndrew, who's got his hands full with Shaw. Gibson in. There's With! Hit the post! And still the danger's not clear for Middlesbrough. Morley to Gibson, who supplied that cross. Here's Cowans. Mortimer to Bremner. With. And finally, With's won it back again. Mortimer. Swain. And Bremner. Middlesbrough just can't get the ball away. Villa are relentless. Swain. And now McAndrew. And he hasn't cleared it properly either. McNaught. Mortimer. Well, a couple of minutes there of incessant pressure by Aston Villa, and Peter With will look back on that and think how close he was to his 21st goal of the season. The header was smart, it was accurate, and it clipped the top of the post. Good first half performance by Aston Villa, showing no signs of tension, just getting on with the job. Won by Jankovic, and now Evans, Gibson, Ross, Cowans. Morley. Looking at Gibson and going the other way. Bremner. This is Krantz. Armstrong. Jankovic. David Armstrong. Trying to find Bailey. In the end it's McAndrew who was hurried into that. Ross, Cochrane, Proctor. Oh, the tackle's flying in from Aston Villa. That was Gordon Cowans. And it's Gibson to With. Oh, Morley's on the run again. That was deliberate handball by John Craggs, and it'll get a booking, I fancy. Morley was on his way again like a greyhound out of a trap, and John Craggs put his hands up and is cautioned. And a pair of shorts being changed on the far side, which one or two of the fans thought was quite amusing. It was McAndrew, actually. He's back there now. Free kick to Villa. Evans, Shaw, he's there again. Almost the same as when the goal came. Evans winning it, Shaw pouncing, and Platt able to get down to his right this time to make the save. Shearer. And that's Mortimer. And here's with, and now it's Cowans, and Morley's wide again. Craggs will have to be careful now, having already been booked. Evans. Bremner. Oh, With's coming in again here. This is Shaw. Tangled with McAndrew. He's put Morley in. Well, it may sound like repetition, but the openings that With creates, you just lose count of them. There, Shaw, looking for the chance of a shot, saw that Morley was better placed, and Morley from the angle was wide. Shearer to Cochrane. Now Jankovic is in the centre. They've got Rosswell forward also. Villa have got two players taking on Cochrane. Well, it was a wasted throw rather by Aston Villa and could have put them in trouble. Here's Jankovic. And there goes Shaw. Now he's got half a yard on McAndrew. He's got With charging through the centre now. Bremner's trying to get there as well. It's Morley now backing him up. Cowans. Morley. And off Craggs. Swift break by Aston Villa with 5 minutes left in the first half. They lead 1-0. Here's With. Backheel by Cochrane, cheeky. That was a tremendously good run and effort by Colin Gibson, whose own performance in the first half here he can look back on with some pride. He supplied 3 very telling crosses, and that was a good shot. Swain, and there's a free kick given there. Ross, who's going to be a good little player I think for Middlesbrough. He snaps in a bit there in midfield, but he was a little too rugged there. Here's Swain, and now Bremner with, oh, he's got Swain in, and Platt couldn't hold it, and over the bar by Tony Morley, who should surely have made it 2-0 and knows it himself. Well, Kenny Swain came in, the ball pulled across, Jim Platt did his best, he got it out, and the chance fell to Morley, and that's the second time that he hasn't quite kept his composure when in a very good shooting position. Ken Swain, though, a good run from right back. Good tackle by Bremner. Here's With, bundled over rather. Well, Aston Villa's build-up in the first half has been excellent. They've made so many openings, but only have one goal to show for it, which is, frankly, not as much as they should have had. And could still offer Middlesbrough some hope in this match. Here's Bailey. Jankovic. Bit of pushing there by Terry Cochran. This is Mortimer. Ashcroft's head is short with, just look at that, Morley. Cowans, Proctor for Middlesbrough. Good running by Shearer on the far post. The flag's up for offside though against him. Cowans, Gibson, Shaw, it's not going to be a defender. Right at the end of the first half, Aston Villa pressing forward again. With back heel, Cowans trying to get in. Back by Evans. Mortimer, McNaught. Oh dear. Soon sorted out there. Very accomplished first half display this. Here's Swain. Shaw's coming in, left it running, and Ashcroft cleared, only as far as Swain. In it goes again. With is up once more. So was Ashcroft. Here's Morley. Oh, it's going to be free again. It's hit. Ricocheted off one Middlesbrough player onto the other. And here's Evans. Swain. Mortimer trying to shake off Ross. And the referee blows for half-time, with Aston Villa having supplied 45 minutes of incessant attack. And the performance in that 45 minutes of Peter With, surely one of the great examples of how to play centre-forward. And nobody would appreciate that more than the Aston Villa manager, a former centre-forward himself. Although he may feel his side, in all honesty, should have had far more than the one goal they have got. I'll do a line over it if you want for a half-time bridge when it goes up there. Well, this penultimate Saturday of the league season has been one of the coldest and wettest of the year, but the spirits of the Villa fans by no means dampened at this stage of the afternoon. Their side lead 1-0 and are now playing from the right. Here's Proctor. Frags for Middlesbrough. Ross. Armstrong pulling away to the left, and so is Bailey. Mortimer, Bremner, McNaught. Cowans making the forward run. Number 10, Shaw. Won back by Cowans. How often that's happened this afternoon. Swain now. Evans. Bremner. Cowans. Again, Bremner intercepting. Here's with Ashcroft. Wasn't too sure at first, but he was the second time. McAndrew. Goalkeeper's throw, just catching Ashcroft slightly. Morley, the man in the way for Villa. And now Gibson. Morley is the man in the picture, just bending down and hobbling slightly. Seems as though the right leg could be the problem with Tony Morley. Here's McNaught. Cochrane. Now Proctor with Bailey going left. Comes McAndrew. Pace of the ball at times has deceived the players this afternoon with this very wet surface. Plastic sheeting did its job marvellously before the game, but it's been raining non-stop since the start, and it's still now coming down heavily. Here's Shaw. Going for the delicate finish. Shaw again. Swain coming forward for Villa. Mortimer. Cowans. Evans. Here's With. Cowans supporting him. With good effort again. Oh, well, if ever a man deserved a goal in any one match, it's got to be Peter With. Favours his left foot and he struck that well, just flying barely wide. Cracks. Jankovic. Cochrane making the forward run there was Ross. This is Mortimer. Needs to be said naturally that Aston Villa must keep their concentration. With just the one goal lead, it would be dreadful from their point of view, where they just look up in defence and allow Middlesbrough back into the game. There's Jankovic. Morley. That's Proctor. Evans header out. And now Cowans with Mortimer taking over to With. Oh, put it behind Shaw, but it'll still perhaps go on for Villa here. Swain making the run. Armstrong. Swain now back in defence. Shaw. Mortimer with Shaw. Mortimer surging forward again. So too is Alan Evans and Bremner. Swain. It's going to find Morley. Gibson wants it pulled back to him. Number 3. Gibson shot, striking McAndrew as he came out. And Morley from McNaught. Cowans. Proctor chasing him back. Morley available again. Patiently built up, the cross beautifully delivered, and the execution by Peter With absolutely final. Villa took their time there on the left, having had so much of the ball, but Morley played that ball over Ashcroft's head, and With was there to get the goal he deserves so much, and to put Aston Villa into a 2-0 lead. That goal coming 7 minutes into the second half, and that's only a fair reflection of their superiority in what's been up to now a very one-sided match. Middlesbrough, who've just about managed to stay in things by keeping players back and resisting, and no more than that. And it seemed a matter of time before the second goal came, and when it came, Peter With supplied it with his 21st of the season. Here he is again, trying to find Bremner. Again, this wing play of Tony Morley, so important to Aston Villa. Free kick to Middlesbrough. Holt End starting to celebrate at the far end of Villa Park there, one of the most famous terraces in football. It's where the Villa loyalists stand. Cracks. The ground absolutely humming now as some of the fans doubtless check their transistor radios for news of the Ipswich score, knowing that should Ipswich drop a point at Portman Road today, the score going up on the scoreboard reflects the fact that they're not at this stage likely to do that. So Aston Villa have got to keep their lead here, and it may go to the last game. That's with it's Cowans. If both championship contenders win this afternoon, then Peter With and his team would need 1 point from their visit to Arsenal next Saturday to be absolutely sure, even if Ipswich won their 2 remaining games. Oh, that's brilliant! Swain. Coming off McAndrew for a corner. Wits there again, so he's sure, but it was away by McAndrew. Morley. Well, wing play, people said, was a thing of the past, but Tony Morley's disproved that theory. Here's Cowans. Mortimer. Foul by Ross. On Mortimer. Cowan square to Morley with the shot, coming off Ashcroft as far as Des Bremner. Evans is in, and a little bit of pushing there by Alan Evans. This sleeting rain still falling. Aston Villa still winning, it seems, every important ball in any area of the field. It should be the cue for Middlesbrough to at least do something in reply. Here's Armstrong. Well, what McAndrew attempted there was too clever. And here's Morley, and he's won that one as well. Trying to hold up Ashcroft. And running the ball out. Mortimer, Shaw. There's Bailey for Middlesbrough. It's hard to recall a moment when Middlesbrough have given Jimmy Rimmer anything to do in this match. And here's Mortimer for Villa. On his own. Good save. The only disappointing thing, apart from the fact that his shot was saved, was that the man that supplied the pass, Ken McNaught, injured himself in the process. So Villa for the moment are down to 10 fit men, and the referee waiting until to pause in the play and then waving on the trainer. Ken McNaught committed himself in typical Aston Villa style there to a 50-50 challenge. It enabled Mortimer to run on for a shot at goal, but it left McNaught in great pain. Very impassive, Ron Saunders. But his centre-half, Ken McNaught, is at least back on his feet. There's Cowans. Free kick given against Morley. This Middlesbrough attack, of which we've seen hardly anything so far, now pushing forward onto the edge of the Villa 18-yard line. There goes Ashcroft. And on the break, McAndrew now. Shot hit Armstrong. McAndrew again. Swain and Jankovic. One hour gone then at Villa Park. Aston Villa 2, Middlesbrough 0. On by Mortimer. Cochrane, Armstrong. That's nicely done by Bosko Jankovic. It's got Ross here. Colin Ross took a deflection and Rimmer forced to try and save it but couldn't. Ross's shot actually hit Mortimer. With acting as the defender there, heading it clear. He'd gone back to Mark McAndrew. Cochrane, Bailey. Ashcroft still well forward in the box. This time it's off Swain. With again, McAndrew. Swain. Long ball for Gary Shaw. That was Bailey who swung rather wildly. Shaw who held on very coolly. He's in the under-21 squad next week as Gary Shaw for the match at Swindon. The chase again there. Linesman's flag is up on this side. I think he feels that ball went behind the line when Bailey played it back to Platt. Certainly the referee was prepared to play on, but the linesman down beneath me, who was in line, lifted that yellow flag, and a corner it will be to Aston Villa. The attendance this afternoon has just been announced, and it's 38,018. Perhaps a disappointing crowd, bearing in mind what's at stake, but having said that, it's an awful day, as you can see from the umbrellas, and the ground 10,000 short of capacity this afternoon. Armstrong and then stopped by Bailey. Middlesbrough had lost 5 of their previous 7 games. Their season died a little with that FA Cup defeat by Wolverhampton Wanderers in the 6th round replay, and it's been hard, I think, for John Neal to get the rhythm going since then. And certainly today it's been very much one-way traffic against his team. Here's McNaught to With. And this time Cochrane intercepts that crossfield ball that With likes to play. And Jankovic. Here's Ross. Here's Billy Ashcroft lining up for a shot which is well away. So Gibson for Aston Villa. Peter With again enjoying an exchange with the linesman, but the throw goes to Middlesbrough. Cowans who hooked it back. Here's Mortimer. 5 players forward here. Bremner, Swain, Shaw. Oh, what about that? The pass unfortunately didn't come anywhere near to comparing with that piece of instant control by Gary Shaw. Jankovic. Ross, little run through by Armstrong here, and Shearer, and wide to Cochrane. And McNaught heading clear with no distance. Ross, slight block off Cowans, who's now on the right wing, having made a lot of ground from his own area. Fine team player, Gordon Cowans. Unobtrusive at times, which is not always to his personal advantage, but he gets through a tremendous amount of work. McNaught. It's Bailey putting it back and a little careless. Halfway through the second half, Aston Villa lead by 2-0 and have a corner. Short to Cowans, it's gone. Away by Ashcroft, here's Morley on the volley. Well, he scored a spectacular goal in front of our cameras at Everton earlier this season, Tony Morley, but I think there were a couple of easier ones today for him in the first half, which he missed. Mortimer. With Gibson, that's nicely done by Aston Villa. Here's With again. Oh, Gibson. Oh. Lovely change of direction in the Aston Villa attack. And the applause by Gibson was for With. Cochran. Swain committed himself a little early there and left the outside left position free, but Middlesbrough haven't strung their passes together frequently enough to cause Villa any true concern at the back. Jimmy Rimmer will admit, I'm sure, that it's one of his quietest afternoons of the season up to now. Gibson. Again, good build-up. Peter with Mortimer supporting. Jankovic pulled around rather there by Ken McNaught. Well, there are 20 minutes to go here, and Middlesbrough have done nothing so far to suggest they can turn this match round. Stranger things have happened, but Aston Villa have been in command from the start. Proctor. Jankovic. Ken McNaught just getting between him and the ball. A scoop pass which Craggs intercepts. Volleyed away by Evans as far as Cochran on the far side. Bodies in the way again there, and then Aston Villa bodies inevitably. Mortimer. Now they've got three front runners here and one man wide, which is Morley. With is hovering on the far post. It was Ashcroft's clearance. Headed back by Evans. There's With. Bremner. Shaw. Colin Ross and Colin Gibson. Cowans. Gibson again. With's making his run across the area. This is Morley. Cowans. With. There's Cowans. Shaw in the way of the shot. Comes loose to Bremner. With. Mortimer. Bremner to Shaw. Lovely turn by Gary Shaw. Now then, who can blame him for trying that? It deserves applause. The turn was a sweet one, and he was going for one of those curling shots which on the day they come off are so spectacular, and on the day they go wide tend to look so disappointing. Trying to bend it into the far corner. McNaught. Proctor. Ross. Proctor again. It's coming to McAndrew to shoot, and Rimmer ideally placed. Jimmy Rimmer's actually protesting there because there was a whistle in the crowd. which he clearly heard and signalled to the linesman and referee. And he's still shouting across and saying, that distracted me. Gibson. Shaw. Still this rain beats down on what appears to be, from that picture, a winter's day. It's even caused the floodlights to be turned on the last April Saturday. Ashcroft. Armstrong's free here, and Swain had to make a little ground up. Cochrane. Ross. Peter with that of the ricochet. Morley pleased with the pass. Still Morley. Brought down by McAndrew, and the referee, to his credit, tried to play an advantage there, thinking that Aston Villa still had the momentum. Cowans. Mortimer. McNaught. Away by Ashcroft. And it's a nice ball by Mark Proctor, but John Craggs sliding and losing out to Gibson. Here's Cowans. Craggs is on his backside again. Here's Mortimer. And here's Des Bremner. And Ashcroft away for the corner. Splendid spirited attacking again by Aston Villa. They haven't let up all afternoon, nor would you expect them to with the prize they're chasing here. McNaught closing in on this. There's Mortimer. It's come loose to Shaw, and this time he fluffed his shot. But he's back there winning the ball though. Mortimer in there again. Middlesbrough have been reduced very much to bit part players in this chapter of the First Division drama. The crowd around Villa Park, aware, many of them, that Ipswich are still winning, so at this stage of the afternoon the championship looks unlikely to be settled today. But Aston Villa have a 2-goal lead and could still improve their goal difference, because that's how it could still be settled at this stage. Bailey. The goal difference between the two clubs was 4 before today in Ipswich's favour. Villa could reduce that. And you must also say that Aston Villa could hardly have had more of the play. They've attacked without interruption, it would seem, as Middlesbrough now try to get back into the game with Ross. Armstrong. And Gibson has had a good match, looks for width, and now we'll see Morley come up in support. And Gibson's continued his run from left back. And McAndrew getting the ball back to his goalkeeper. So, powerful run by Colin Gibson. Now that whistle in the crowd is becoming a bit of a distraction. occasion. It accompanied that of the referee. Shaw with. Pick yourself up. Bailey. Mortimer's in with the tackle. That's where Aston Villa nicked so many little balls there in the middle of the field. Not just today, but all season. Bailey. Armstrong beaten by Evans, and that's going to fall for width. And they're going to get people up now. Bremner is furthest forward on the right, Shaw on the left, and the pass is too far ahead of Bremner. Shearer for Middlesbrough. Interception by Swain. Players slipping and sliding now all over the place. The conditions really have been highly improbable. Morley. Mortimer. Morley. Will be away by Armstrong. Here comes Alan Evans. And that shot striking Colin Ross. Bremner forward to width. He's away from Ashcroft. Shaw, blocked by McAndrew, corner. The goalkeeper was already on his way to make the save. Wynn, who got away from Ashcroft, cut it back, and Shaw's close-range shot ricocheted off McAndrew. Ken McNaught up with Platt. Evans! Alan Evans! 3-0 now, and the goal difference improved. And Alan Evans scores again from a set piece. Mortimer curled the corner in. Ken McNaught jumped with Jim Platt. The punch landed at the feet of Alan Evans, and he turned it in for his 7th of the season. With 9 minutes to go. Well, it's only what Villa deserve. Their overall performance fully merits this lead. Morley. So the Middlesbrough bogey is laid to rest, it would seem here. Here's Morley. Beautiful! Well, 3 years running, Middlesbrough have come here and won. Today, they've conceded 3 goals, and that might have been the cream on the cake from Tony Morley. Just over. With Cowans to Gibson. Fast flowing stuff from Aston Villa here. Shaw, Gibson, Mortimer. And Gibson coming in from behind to try and win it back. That's a foul. For sustained attacking and high impetus and determination, Aston Villa's performance today reflects the way they've played this season and underlines just how badly they want to win their first championship for 71 years. There are 7 minutes to go, and they're still crowding Middlesbrough out at every twist and turn. coming forward from midfield with Mortimer. Morley. Away by Ashcroft. Evans. Cowans. This is Shearer. So with 6 minutes left, the crowd delighted with the way Villa have played. They'll just be hoping perhaps that Manchester City might nick a goal at Ipswich. Here's Mortimer for Villa. They've got three in the middle here. Bremner. Cowans. Saunders' team have done him justice today. Shaw with, wouldn't run for Shaw. Here's Gibson. Shearer for Middlesbrough, but the Cowans challenge put him off, and here's Swain. Oh, Wig hit the post for the second time today. Kenny Swain's cross-come shot caused the goalkeeper terrible trouble. He somehow kept it out with a little bit of luck, and With hit the post from the rebound. So it's still 3-0, and Middlesbrough just don't know where the next Villa attack is coming from. It looks as though it's coming from Morley and Gibson. Shaw. Ashcroft a miscue, and Platt able to hold it as With came in. He's given them a chasing all day at the back. Just penalised there for the follow-through on the keeper. But with 4 minutes to go, Aston Villa totally in charge. Mortimer got his first bad pass of the afternoon, and Swain stops Cochrane. Bailey for Middlesbrough. Shearer. Armstrong. Tony Morley trying to shake him off the ball, and in doing so gives Middlesbrough a chance to salvage something with about 3 minutes to go. They've pushed Ashcroft and McAndrew forward. Proctor, and it came off the man at the end, who was Cowans. Craggs. Cochrane. Offside. Well, many of these fans will go down to Arsenal next week, but some of them will not see Aston Villa again, and they're giving them a grandstand finale here in the last home game. Wonderful atmosphere in one of the most famous grounds in the country, as one of our most celebrated clubs, founder members of the Football League, move even nearer to the Championship. 2 minutes to go. Aston Villa 3-0 up here, and as far as these 2 points are concerned, home and dry. Well, not dry because the rain is still belting down. Alan Evans. I suppose the technical people will suggest that was bookable, but I don't think it really matters with a minute to go. Bailey. Jankovic. Bailey. And here he comes again, Bailey. Kenny Swain, a little too strong for Gary Shaw there, the pass. Here's Ashcroft. Looking for Proctor, who's well forward. And Evans' header takes the ball to Proctor, and Rimmer's back on his line. And there's about a minute left. And Morley takes on McAndrew. Oh, what a piece of wing play. Width's on the far post, unmarked. Shaw! Oh, he's missed it. It was too easy. The goal was gaping. And Morley again. Mortimer. And that's just curled over. Villa have had time for one or two party pieces as well. So emphatic has been their superiority, although Gary Shaw, who at his age has got to remain a perfectionist inside the penalty area, should really have scored. And there's some cheering on the whole terrace, as though there may be a change in the score at Ipswich. The minute is dying away here. We're in the injury time to be played, but the sudden buzz round the ground, with Aston Villa 3-0 up, the players on the field are wondering what's happened, and they're beginning to think that Manchester City may have scored at Portman Road. One waits for confirmation of that, because crowds have been misled before with that sort of information. And suddenly Villa Park is in a mood of intense celebration. Bailey. And the final whistle goes at Villa Park. Aston Villa have done all that they can do, and Ron Saunders now will want to know the score from Ipswich. The fans on the terraces have come over the barriers to congratulate Peter Wynne, because this has been a sparkling performance by Aston Villa. They've won the match by 3 goals to 0. They've put themselves into a position of superiority, which 18 months ago would never have been imagined by the Villa fans, when Ron Saunders was very, very nearly ousted in a boardroom coup. The club nearly fell apart. But what a season they've had here. Park, 71 years since they won the championship. The fans giving Aston Villa a terrific reception. All listening to their radios to get the final word from Portman Road. And on a day when the rain has come down, it's been sunshine all the way for one of the founder members of the Football League, Aston Villa. An emphatic victory over Middlesbrough. It could so easily have been 5 or 6. They had the whole game to themselves. The news the fans wanted comes through from Portman Road. In fact, there was no late charge there by Manchester City. Ipswich have done their bit at home, and so these supporters now must go down to Highbury next. From North. Cowans. Proctor chasing him back. Morley available again. And Morley from North. Cowans. Proctor chasing him back. Morley available again.